Hi, I'm Phil Brock, and this is Brock and Your Block. Today we're at the foot of Santa Monica's Bay Street for a very special event, Nick Gabaldon Day. Yes, we're at Inkwell Beach. You'll find out more about that in a minute.
Microphone! Good morning, everybody. Supervisor Tool was happy to sponsor this event, bring so many of you to one of our most treasured natural resources. We're so excited to see so many students.
I want to thank you all for being here today. This is our 6th annual Nick Gabaldon Day.
I'm staying with Greg Rochelle from the Black Surfers Collective. Tell me a little bit about the importance of this day and about surfing at Santa Monica Beach.
The importance of this day is that we're remembering Nick Gabaldon, who was a local surfer of color, grew up in Santa Monica, attended Santa Monica College, was a lifeguard here, and avid surfer, and died surfing in Malibu in 1951. He was one of the first documented surfers of color, and this, as you know, Phil, was one of the beaches that was a location where African Americans could come and enjoy the beach. We call it the Inkwell. It was deemed that in the day, and we still carry that name, and this is our day to remember those times and Nick.
Blacks were discouraged from coming to the beach and discouraged from using the facilities along the beach. Over time, this became one of the beaches that was safe for African Americans to use.
That's right. That's right. There was this beach and Bruce's Beach down in Manhattan Beach, were the two beaches locally here in the South Bay or the Southern California area right here, where blacks were at least allowed to congregate on the beach, and they came from great distances to spend time on the beach here in Santa Monica.
And we commemorated it by the designation of Inkwell Beach. I wish we had never had to designate any beach in a special way like that. And Nick was a pioneer.
He really was. And you know, what we always say is, if you don't remember the history, Phil, you may be deemed to repeat it, right? So here we are remembering these times, glad that we're not living in those times, glad things have improved. But we as the Black Surfers Collective, we are a multi-ethnic group of people, but we spend time coming down here every day not only to remember Nick, but to bring young people out from the inner city, different portions of Los Angeles, teach them about beach ecology and actually put them in the water and give them surf lessons. So.
And you know, there are children in South LA who have still never been to the beach and don't know how to swim. And I always think that's tragic.
I'm one of those people. I grew up in South LA. I grew up in what's called South Central, and I was fortunate enough to be exposed to skateboarding and surfing at a young age, and I've been doing it since I was 13 years old. Many of the people in our group feel the same way. We're very fortunate to have been exposed to it, and we want to just bring that exposure to others and hopefully open up their minds and their opportunities a little bit.
So you teach kids how to surf?
Yes, with the help of Surf Bus Foundation and Heal the Bay. We come down here once a year. This is our 5th annual Nick Gabaldon Day, but we're also every second Sunday of the month through September we'll be down here as well at Tower 29 giving free surf lessons.
Very good. So it's wonderful to see that Nick was commemorated. It was tragic that he lost his life, but he was doing something he loved.
That's right. That's right. Doing something he loved, and it was a big day at Malibu, and there is a movie called 12 Miles North. That is a documentary about Nick's life, and some of the surfers that were with him that day actually tell the story. So it's a really touching moment because they were all very young people at that time, and it made a lasting impression on their lives.
Repeat the name of that movie.
12 Miles North. Okay. It's the 12 miles from here to Malibu,
right.
And Nick was known to have paddled the 12 miles north to surf at Malibu in the 50s and the late 40s. So.
Very good. We always hear of tragic incidents in the water and the importance of teaching all young people to swim and to cope with water.
That's right, Phil. You know, the The ocean, the beach is a wonderful place to go, but this moving water, as beautiful as it is, can be very dangerous. And it's very hard to teach or to bring kids to have them experience the beach if they can't swim. And we lose young people every year right around this time, around graduation time. You have these grad students that come down to the beach, they want to enjoy the water. Some of them can't swim or aren't used to the ocean, and we lose kids every year. And it's so important that we teach our young people to swim.
And we have a turbulent ocean if you're not used to it.
It is. It's very deceiving. We get rip currents, there's holes, things that people aren't used to and prepared for.
The Black Surfers Collective, now you're not a nonprofit, but you do help people learn to surf, swim, and you do need funding from time to time.
We do. Luckily, on this event, Nick Gabaldon Day, when we partner with Heal the Bay and some other organizations, we're able to gather money. Most of our events that we put on are just dues driven from our club, from our surf club. We are on the internet with blacksurferscollective.org and also Facebook. And people can come, they can sign up, they can find out what we're all about and get in touch with us.
They can come surf with you?
Absolutely. Come on down.
Thank you so much for talking with us. Have a wonderful day here.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Okay.
All righty.
And with Shelley Luce, and you are?
I am the CEO and president of Heal the Bay.
And Heal the Bay does very important things in Santa Monica.
We're standing actually at Santa Monica Bay right now, and Heal the Bay was formed to protect Santa Monica Bay and to clean up pollution that was entering the bay, and we still do that today.
That's because the cause isn't done. Our
That's-
bay is still not clean.
Yeah, that's very true. A lot of the sewage pollution has been cleaned up, but now we have runoff that pollutes our bay every single day, and especially when it rains, along with all of our inland waterways, the LA River, Ballona Creek, and other really important rivers in our region.
So tell me why Heal the Bay is here today, because this is a special day in Santa Monica.
This is a really special day, and Heal the Bay is very, very honored to partner with the Black Surfers to honor Nick Gabaldon today and to remember this very courageous young man who broke barriers way back when beaches were not accessible to all people of all colors, helped make beaches accessible for all. And that's something that's still important today because access is still not universal to our beaches. We have to make sure that people can get here, people feel safe here, and that our beaches are clean so that when people do get here, they can surf and swim and play without having to worry about getting sick and without having to see litter on our beaches.
And that rings home because as I walked over here this morning, there were beer bottles buried here in the sand. And that's exactly what we don't want on our beaches.
Yeah, that's true. The worst culprit is plastic. Plastic and its various forms, including styrofoam, are, as you know, making their way to our rivers, to our beaches, and out into our oceans. They are making wildlife sick. They are killing wildlife who accidentally eat them, mistaking them for their food.
I'm always concerned. I've seen a couple of documentaries about our plastic ocean and styrofoam, which we banned in Santa Monica, but you go to West LA, you go to LA, I'll walk into a place and they'll hand me something in styrofoam.
The best way to fix that problem is to ban that product, and we have really good replacements that are readily available in the supply line already, and we can fix this problem by banning styrofoam, banning straws, banning single-use plastics that we don't need.
I grew up on this beach. I'm a Santa Monica native. My mother's a Santa Monica native. And part of the fabric and thread of Santa Monica is our water, is our sand.
We want our beaches to be welcoming. We want our beaches to be safe.
Always good to talk to Heal the Bay. I'm a huge supporter. And thank you for being here for this special day in Santa Monica.
My name is Tom Ford. I'm the executive director of the Bay Foundation.
And tell me about the Bay Foundation and why you're here today.
The Bay Foundation is a private-public nonprofit partnership that works to protect our coastline. We recognize its economic value. We realize that we can do a lot to bring back the wildlife and the plants that are part of a sustainable environment out here.
And we've just started that in North Santa Monica, haven't we?
That's correct. We have. And that's a project that we had started with the city. So that one's going gangbusters. We hope it'll serve as a model for more. How we tie in with Nick Gabaldon Day is as much a reflection of my personal interests. It is our coast. We should celebrate it. I think so many of us do understand it and how much we love it, and bringing people that don't have an opportunity, don't identify this as part of their landscape, and helping them understand that connection.
And part of our history.
and certainly part of our history. So it's a wonderful day. I'm hoping that eventually it becomes Nick Gabaldon month, but we'll see how that rolls out.
Well, actually, every day should be that.
Yeah, agreed.
Get out there and paddle out.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thanks. I'm with Eric Griffin. And you work for?
City of Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks. I'm the director at MLK Recreation Center.
So Martin Luther King Recreation Center.
Yes, sir.
39th and what?
39th and Western.
Tell me the importance of bringing the children you brought with you today to Santa Monica Beach.
It's very important for all kids, all of our kids, to have opportunities. And what I found is working at MLK, being an SC alum.
Yeah, I would rather you not mention the SC alum because I'm a Bruin, but see this? Detente.
I still exist. That's right.
There you go.
Coexist. For a good cause, we can always do the right thing. But I found that my park is about 2 minutes by car to USC, and there was kids that had never been on campus in their life. So when they had the Special Olympics 2 summers ago, we took several kids out. I got involved with the Kids Corner, and we take kids to different sporting events. My park is a melting pot. And when the kids go on campus there, they see somebody that looks just like them. And so many kids have said, Mr. Griffin, I'm going to college now. I've just, and that's what it's all about, giving them opportunity. So if they can't get 2 minutes to USC, it's going to be probably more difficult to get them 35 minutes to the beach. And so
when I taught, my last post was at Berendo Middle School, but I was at Mount Vernon, at Crenshaw, at Lincoln in East LA. And everywhere I taught, I'd find that there were children and teens who had never been to the beach.
That's true. That's true. We take things for granted, and I've had a lot of opportunities in my life, and it's about giving back to these kids, making sure they have the opportunity because they're our leader. That's our future. And if they don't get exposed to different things, and they don't understand that there's a big world out here, and California is a great melting pot of opportunity. Dr. Jefferson, Allison Jefferson, is a historian, and she's on my PAB, my Park Advisory Board, and through her, we started this Passport to Success series, started to roll it out this year in February. We were a pilot park with this. Today we're here with 3 different recreation centers in the South District, Green Meadows, Alton Sutton, and our park. And collectively we brought out 50 kids. And the kids are getting an opportunity to come out here and learn about the beach, both African American and Mexican descent. And it's just another example of what people do and how we expose our kids. And we're right here. We got USC, UCLA. We're just making it happen.
And Nick really was the face of LA back then, and is the face of Los Angeles now.
Yeah, that he was somebody that broke some barriers, and now we see the fruits of his labor. That we see a cross pot of kids out here. They're just here. The common theme is they're having a good time. So,
thank you so much. Good to talk to you. Get back to your kids.
All right.
For Brock and Your Block, I'm Phil Brock. This has been a great historical visit to Santa Monica's past as we watch the future of Santa Monica in the water today. We'll see you next time.